So this is the original painting, what I have done in high school in 1980. I simply put this image into Stable Diffusion, the text to image generator, and create a photorealistic image. I'm going to show you how I did that. Let's go. Now I'm going to show you how I did the image. I assume you have already heard about AI text to image a lot. What I'm using is I have installed Stable Diffusion on my local machine. I'm not going to show you how to install it because there are much better video on the internet. I will put a link in the description. And this is basically an introduction to Stable Diffusion. It's not really a tutorial. I just want to give you an idea what you can do with AI text to image. My Stable Diffusion is installed as a web server. I can access it from my web browser using the port 7860. This requires a good graphic card. My graphic card is not that good, so I can't do higher resolution. But if you don't have a good graphic card, you can try online. Just search for Stable Diffusion online. You will find some website where you can do that as well. So let's start with my winter scene. I've already got a prompt prepared. So try it. I just leave everything by default here and see how it goes. Okay, now I've got one image here. At the moment, what I have done is I leave the seed as -1 is random. So the next time I run it, it will be another image with the same prompt here. But this time I want to create few more samples. I increase the batch count to 3 and see what kind of image I can get. Okay, now I've got 3 images. They are in different composition. Okay, this one looks quite interesting. From now on, I want to create images similar to this one. So what I can do is send the image to the other tab. So image to image, click on that. Now you can see here is image to image. This parameter is controlling how close you want to remain in the original image. A lower value will be more alike to the original image. I just leave it as it is. So you can see now it's very similar. The woman still stand on the right hand side here. There's only a problem with this one. For example, if I want to change it, I don't want to have a red coat. I tried it to change the blue one and generate. So now you can see it's basically not changing much. Maybe there are blue gloves here. The reason is the AI is taking this image as a start image because there are too much red area here. It will always return to a red code here. The next thing I want to show you is we can control the composition without using the original image. So let's go back to text to image. ControlNet allows me to control the contents in the image. So let's drop this down. Now I want to use an image to control that. So now I use my own painting and make sure enable. Now I have to select a preprocessor. I will get back to this a little bit later. I put it as candy here. And very important, the aspect ratio has to match, otherwise it will be distorted. 683 by 512. Now I've got a prompt here. So generate. Okay, now it's done. So you can see 3 different images. I can go through here. And this one is the preprocessor generated image. Basically, this image is controlling all the three images. So therefore, they stay with the same composition. I forgot to set the aspect ratio here in the text to image. I only set it in the ControlNet down here. So therefore, they are on the both sides it's cut off. Using the ControlNet image, I can go to here. For example, I want to have a blue coat. So now you can see the woman is wearing a blue coat. Now I want to show you an example with different model for the ControlNet. Now I have uploaded a photo here, and I want to change it as a girl carrying a handbag. So I have changed a prompt here, and also this one is a negative prompt. So I don't want to have a black and white photo. Okay, let's see how it goes. So this one looks weird because it's remained too close to the original one. You can see the pattern on the shirt remains the same, and it looks a little bit weird. The reason is because it's based on this pre-processed data. If we don't want to have too much details, I can pick another ControlNet model. I like this one depth. So select this one as well. So now let's go. Okay, this looks funny. I didn't expect that, but you can see it's not very close to the original image. That's what I want. So there are stool here, and the handbag is different, and now it's dressing like a girl. So it's totally different. The haircut has changed because there are no details in the pre-processed image. I quite like it, although it's not very photorealistic. What you can do is, if you don't like all those things, you can put in the negative prompt like 3D render or cartoon. If you want to have photorealistic image, but I quite like this image. I am surprised. I'm using a laptop, and my NVIDIA graphic card is not the latest one. That's the reason I can't make higher resolution when I generate image. I have to remain in 512. If I'm happy with the result, I can send it to extra. Here I can upscale it. Let's try 4. And I have to select a model here and try this one. And let's try generate it. Okay, let's compare the upscaled result. This one is 100%, the original one 512, and this is the upscaled version. I can zoom in here, so you can see it's not very clear here. Now this is the upscale version. You can see it's clearer. Of course, it's better to generate the image in higher resolution, but I just can't do that because of my graphic card memory. I got out of memory all the time, so I have to restart the server. So if you got a better graphic card, try with a higher resolution on the generation instead of upscale later. There are more things you can do with Stable Diffusion. Here is an extension list. You can install extension by adding the URL here, and you have to go to internet and find more information. I'm not go through the details here. I just want to show you what I have installed already. ControlNet is an extension, and here is Openpose editor and 3D Openpose editor. That's what I want to show you. So from here, you got like a 3D software. You can create a human pose. When I click on somewhere here, Then I can move it, for example, and like I turn the head a little bit up, turn it over there, and let's go to the arm here. Then I can turn it up. Let me pause and put it in a pose and show you how it works. Okay, this is my pose. It's not the best one. I just put something like a dancer here, and then I click on generate. So we will come to here. I just want to show you with this here. At the moment, I'm going to use pose. I send it to text to image. And now I've got the pose here. I have to change it. This one you have to put it to none because it's already pre-processed. And then go to Openpose. Now I need to change the prompt. So this is my prompt. A girl, flamenco dancer. So let's try it. I'm not too sure what will come out. Okay, the pose is not too bad, but as you can see here, the hand is totally wrong. That's the main problem in the AI generated image. What I usually do is I go to here, download, and save it to somewhere. Now I go to text to image and send this result to Inpainting. So I need the ControlNet as well. Enable here, and I'm going to get my post. So put my post here. Now the model is Openpose. Now I want to keep this, but I just want to change the hand here. And this one, the finger is also wrong. Let me do something here, make it smaller. And let me try to draw a little bit here. Generate. Okay, now this is the result. It's still not perfect, it's still not quite right, but this one looks much better. I can show you the previous one. This is the one with too many fingers. This is better. So with a little bit luck, you don't need to go through the editor to post the fingers. I hope I have given you a little bit basic information about AI generated text to image and triggered a little bit interest for you to try it. At the end of the video, I'm going to run a small slideshow of my works. Please stay until the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give me a thumb up. Thank you for watching. Bye.